Thank you for visiting my channel and thank you for clicking on this video. So let's get immediately to the point. So the topic for today is going to be Studio Series number 112 from the Transformers One movie. So the movie is not yet out. So it's going to be a surprise whether it's good or not. But the action figures are already out, especially the Optimus Prime figure. So there's going to be videos out there discussing transformation back and from vehicle and robot mode. So this is not that video. This is going to be with regards to the flows that most of those content creators would point out. And if you're interested in knowing what you can do about it, then welcome to this video. Okay, so let's take the figure in. Okay, so we have the figure in frame. So I started with the figure in its alternate form because majority of the videos is going to tackle that flow. Okay, so flows in with regards to the hands being exposed from the side and from the top, and having much of this part really standing out. Okay, so this is going to be my very simple solution. So let's do a 360 view of the figure now with very simple modification. So I've been playing with this figure this afternoon for about an hour, transforming it back and forth, and taking a really closer look at the engineering of this thing. So this is going to be an action figure that has a lot of potential. So if you're a stickler for the Transformers One thing wherein you have this part on this section and these stacks on this section, then this is not the right video for you. But if you are interested just in the action figure, the things that you could do to make it more G1 like with a Cybertronian appeal, then you are in the right video. Okay, so just very simple modifications of placing or resituating the bumpers to the top of the figure in alternate form. Okay, so it's supposed to be the bumpers. So these parts, the cannons is on this section. So I X-Acto knifed or I cut it off, made holes on the side and glued the cannons on that section. So it's supposed to attach this way. It's supposed to attach that way. And actually you could still do that with this kind of modification. And you have the cannons just on the upright position. So the thing looks more like a bumper. There you go. So this is still on the rough side because I just did the modifications just this afternoon. So as you could see, the X-Acto knife cuts are still very rough. So after this video, I'm still going to improve further on taking out the items that are still rough, including this section. So this section of the weapon storage. So instead of having a section of the axe jutting out and it's a axe very visible thing, I just cut it off. So the look is going to be really streamlined. And later on, this thing, I'm going to paint it according to the color scheme of the gray parts of the action figure. So it's going to really fit or mix well with the action figure in robot form, that the weapon just like the Transformers Prime thing, that it just formed out of their forearms. Okay, So very simple modifications, and take a look at the top of the cab. So I just took out my drill and put on 2 holes in that section, because in transformation mode, in alternate robot mode or humanoid form, this bumper is going to be stored underneath this section. So it's going to be held there by friction, and when you play with the action figure, you twist and turn that waist, this thing is going to fall off. With this kind of modification, you have the option of having it just right there, so it doesn't interfere with articulation points. Plus, when you transform the figure, it really does not go in the way of moving things around. So options. So if you still wish to go to the original mode, sometimes, so you could still do that. You could still stick this bumper on this part of the section that is still going to be Transformers One thing, just with these sections up, and you could still move this sections of this is supposed to be the smokestacks. So what I did to hide those handsets was not to connect them with the peg of the shin of the figure. So I just resituated it at a certain angle, wherein when you take a look up from above, well, it's going to be just blue parts without any of the fingers exposed. And to cover that section of the hand, I just made use of the smokestacks. That's it. And the figure is still going to hold form in robot mode, because you have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you still have the axe to hold the rest of the figure together. So very simple modification, just an X-Acto knife and a drill, and later on you could really polish on the sections that you worked on. Okay, so let's transform this guy in robot form, and let's take a look whether this thing really looks good on the figure's back. Okay, so we have Optimus Prime in his alternate or humanoid form. Okay, so let's first examine the axe. So the changes that we made to the axe, is it accommodate the humanoid or alternate form? To me personally, yes. So I'm just going to paint this accessory according to the same color of the body of the action figure, so it's going to really match. And with regards to the axe blade, that's going to be really high chrome silver. So the rest is going to be either paneline black or silver. So I could just really now imagine, once all of that lines are touched, it's going to really pop. That's why I call this a figure of opportunity. That is, if you really are into the kit bashing or customizing thing and really playing with your action figures, and not just once after you purchase it, you transform it back and forth a little bit and then put it on the shelf and that's it. That's not my thing. I really like to beautify my action figures, and once in a while after work I would pick the one that I want to play with and I would fiddle with it. Okay, so the thing that we are anticipating is how is it going to look on the back section of the action figure. Now take a look at that. I did not take this off when I was transforming this guy, because the transformation method of this Optimus Prime figure is very satisfied. And actually, I'm taking a look at the figure. I just figured out, not even looking at the instruction sheet or reconsulting the other videos that I watched prior to playing with this guy. I just figured how to move things around, and oh, okay, so I could do this, I could do that, and that's the way that I found that I could place this bumper on the back of the action figure. And actually, it still is going to look good, and the back is still going to look streamlined. So it's going to be a personal thing whether you like these sections with the two guns up or the two sections with the two guns down. So yeah, options for this Kitbash thing for this Optimus Prime figure. Okay, so time to, since this is in blue color, we're still going to work on painting this thing. So figure of opportunity. So how is it going to look with other weapon systems from other Optimus Prime action figures? So Optimus Prime with another Optimus Prime Studio Series sword set. Okay, so let's try a different weapon set or system. This time, blaster and hammer. So this hammer is from my old Transformers Prime RID Ultra Magnus. So don't ask me with regards where you will be able to buy that hammer. And with regards to this rifle, this Optimus Prime rifle, the Transformers Prime rifle, that is made by Dr. Wu. And I have this weapon system for quite some time now. So this is also discontinued. So you won't be able to purchase it. So my purpose is just to show combinations of weapons from other Transformers action figures, so you're really going to appreciate these action figures from Transformers 1. Okay, so this time it's going to be dual blasters for this Optimus Prime figure. So don't ask me where you could buy this pair. They are already discontinued accessories from Dr. Wu. So yeah, I bought this before at Big Bad Toy Store and they are already not available. Okay, so once again, just trying to see whether dual blasters would also be good for this action figure. So here we go. So 360 view. And the good thing about this action figure with regards to articulation points is how that shoulder articulates. Because take a look at that. So for a firing position that is really close to the line of sight of the figure, that really looks great. And just a little bit of before I forget it, with regards to things that you need to take care with this action figure, it's going to be on the abdomen section. Okay, so when you unbox this action figure, this section is not going to sit well on the peg holes, so you need to take your X-Acto knife and shave off a little bit on the side of the posts, but not much, just micro, less than 1 millimeter. Just shave off material and try it once, if it really sits or fits in well. So that's it. So very simple modifications. Of course, those are part of the manufacturing process that somehow, well, no, Hasbro. So it's not something to immediately gripe about and complain. Just do something about it. Okay. Now, with regards to this piece, well, I really don't have a problem with this. So I'm actually really like this gimmick because instead of having to deal with individual flaps like other action figures wherein you have 1, 2, 3, 4, like a Gundam Universe action figure wherein you have to lift those sections to articulate the leg. With this, you just need one section, so just lift that a little bit, there you go, and then put it down. So very, very simple actually. So that is the appeal of this Optimus Prime action figure. For a Cybertronian Optimus Prime, I would label this as for this year the best. Because of one, the simplicity in design, articulation points, very simple transformation, and with regards to access to the matrix of leadership, this is a better design. I really love how you could just easily put this section up and take the matrix of leadership off and put it back on. So that's why I really love this action figure. So really appreciate how it is designed, even if there's a little bit of flaws, but take a look at that. There's a very simple solution to that thing. So I hope that this helps with regards to your playtime of your Transformers One Optimus Prime action figures. So if you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow my channel. And see you on the next action figure or custom action figure review.